Sarah from the upcoming. I really love your dress. You look amazing.
Thank you.
So if you could just kick us off, what can people expect from Foundation Season 2 and in particular from your character?
Well, my character in season 2, Demerzel, I think because season 1, we there are so many secrets around her and kind of like questions that we don't know actually what's going on inside her mind. So season 2, we get to explore a little bit more of how she became a member of this weird little galactic empire family, and also we kind of get to see a different side of her. We get to learn to know her better this season, which I love. The writing in this show in season 2 for Demerzel is just so beautiful. I was very, very excited throughout the whole season.
And seeing the reaction to season 1, lots of people saying one of the best shows on Apple TV Plus. What do you think it is that's really captured people's imaginations?
I think it's the ambitiousness of the show and the kind of like the intellectual questions that it poses, and kind of there are so many things that you can explore. So I'm imagining there like everybody can kind of find their own thing that they get interested in, or character or storyline or question that they. So it's like the universe is so grand that it doesn't like you can watch it many times and still have another kind of and like. Understanding or a question that you kind of find interesting the next time. So maybe that.
Yes. And talking about epic, the scale, the production values must be quite overwhelming. Is it ever intimidating? Are there any challenges, or is it always just a dream come true?
Well, I do remember my first day of shooting season 1. That was a dream come true, but at the same time, I was panicking. Like it was like, oh my God, the set was so big. Everything was so big. My heart was beating like bum, 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 up to the point that the sound guy was like, maybe find another place for your microphone because your heart is beating so loudly that I can't hear the lines of the other actors. I was like, yeah, let's do it. But yeah, no, it's crazy. We get to go to crazy places and the sets are amazing. Everything, all the costumes, everything is so detailed and finalized that it's just a joy because you kind of actually feel you're living the life of your character when you kind of jump into those sets and everything. So yeah, it's a dream.
And in terms of highlights, challenges, or standout moments for you, or when you watch it back this season, do you have a favourite scene?
Well, the opening scene with Lee Pace. Just loved watching it, loved doing it, loved everything about that scene. Was a lot of fun, very entertaining, and at the same time very ambitiously. Everybody worked very ambitiously around it, so it was kind of like a combination of entertaining, challenge, and hard work, and like a team effort and teamwork. And then I think it plays out gorgeously.
And tell us about working with this fellow cast. And by now you must have, a bit of a shorthand with each other and quite a bond.
We've been together for such a long time because we started shooting season 1 before COVID. Then when COVID happened, and then we kind of continued in this weird where people weren't traveling that much, but we traveled together. So we were living in a bubble. We become very close, and I love my co-actors. My Cleon family, like Lee, Cassian, and Terry, I love them more than anything. I'm just so happy I get to act with them. They're amazing actors and lovely human beings. So yeah, it was a privilege to kind of go back to season 2 because there was already the trust. We knew each other. It was kind of, just fun. Yeah.
And in terms of the takeaways, there is that element of escapism to sci-fi, but there's also so much humanity and the characters and a lot that people can really relate to.
Sorry.
And a lot that people can relate to, as well as the escapism.
Well, I think for me, kind of like in in the middle of the whole grand, large universe, our storyline comes down to a family, like a weird, dysfunctional little family, and maybe even like a marriage, and kind of like how do you cope inside a family? What are those relationships? How do they affect you? So kind of I think it is very relatable in the middle of the whole big universe. Yeah.
And can you quickly tell us what you might be working on next, or what you have on your list of things you'd like to do in future?
Well, I do have a long list, but maybe I'll keep the list still for later. I'm not actually quite sure yet, so let's see.
Thanks so much. Really enjoy the evening. Thank you.